What I love about this house is knowing that I'll still love it in 25, 30 years. So that was probably a big part of what we were doing, was making sure that we were designing something that would stand through the years and handle family and then into older years. That was a big part of how we designed probably the floor plan and thought about the areas and how it was all going to work.
Well, with Ros being a project manager as well as an interior designer, that really took some of the pressure off. So they were an experienced client and they were extremely trusting. So there was a very open relationship with us as the architect, Ros and Bruce as the client, and also all the tradespeople.
Hamish and I have worked together for a long time, and so naturally I love the Mason & Wales designs. I love the work that they do and what Hamish does. And as I was saying, one of the big things was having a house that I knew was going to look amazing in 20 or 30 years, and that I could continue to, influence over that time as well without starting again. So that's, what I think is a nice marriage between what I do, which is I consider to be quite classic design and, has a lot of longevity. It's not necessarily current, and I think that style works well with what Mason & Wales do there.
Mason & Wales are involved in a wide range of projects throughout New Zealand, from commercial buildings to residential to multi-residential. So projects from 50 square metres to 2,000 square metres as houses. So the variety of work gives us experience in how to get really good value architecture. The house is large, it's in the region of 400 square metres, and the budget was also a round number. So typically if the budget is a constraint, we try and make the house smaller, and that really wasn't going to work on this property and with this family. So it was a matter of trying to get bang for buck, and it meant we designed the house with a lot of hierarchy. So the main living spaces, a high level of specification, and lower in the bedrooms and the garage and so on. Well, a lot of the products and features Ros and I have used on other projects together. So some of those that we've brought here, the in-situ concrete fireplace with the Stovac Studio 2, which works well in the clean air zone. We always enjoy using Boffy products. So we've got the ceiling fan and some taps. And then high performance windows and doors and high performance glazing, which is something that's very important in this area. So in Queenstown we've got extremes in winter and summer, so the thermal performance of the suite was really important, and we also wanted large suite with tall head and big panes. So Fairview windows and doors had the best thermally broken suite available at that time. The highlights for me for this project was the collaborative approach and the significant input from the client. So that introduced a number of surprises and things we wouldn't normally do. The colour of the roof, some of the interiors, there's moments of delight, and we learnt to sort of challenge each other through the process. I think the other highlight is the fact that we've continued now to go on doing a number of current projects together, and look forward to doing that in the future.
With this house, with any project, it's always the finish, like the completion when a client walks in and goes, "This is more than I expected," is the best part of what you do, and I think Hamish would agree with that as well. But for me, this house was knowing that I could achieve a good design that wasn't necessarily within the same brief that I would usually be working to. Moving my family in here and proving that what we'd done was a good product was probably that was a pivotal thing. It was like, yep, this is how you do it. Keep it simple.